Good morning, children. Welcome back to English classes of class 11. After the midterm examination, we have to learn a few more lessons for the next term examination. In this connection, I am here with you with the lesson The Ailing Planet, the Green Movement's Role. This is from your textbook, chapter number 5. I repeat the topic, The Ailing Planet, the Green Movement's Role, written by Nani Pakiwala. Okay. Before we go in detail with the text, let us have a brief introduction about the author. Yeah, it is this image is taken from internet, I mean through Wikipedia, courtesy to Wikipedia. Nana Boy Palkiwala, that is his full name. He is an Indian jurist. He is a lawyer by profession. Okay, and he was born in Mumbai. Okay, so Nani Andreshwar Palkiwala was an Indian jurist and liberal economist, born in Mumbai on 16th January 1920, died 11 December 2002, again Mumbai. Education, University of Mumbai, Government Law College, Mumbai, and awards, Padma Vibhushan. So at least this much information you should have about Nani Pakiwala. That is shortest way he is known. By profession, I told you he was a lawyer and that is a jurist. Okay. Now in this lesson, he talks about the Earth's condition. The Earth has become like an ailing planet. Okay. The World Commission on Environment and Development put forward the idea of sustainable development. The idea is that the resources should be used with control, I mean with the restraint, so that they last for the future generation. This is what is the central idea about his article. Actually, this is an article that he has written and published in the newspaper. Okay, so shall we go in detail with the text? I hope all of you are ready. Yeah, The Ailing Planet, the Green Movement's Role, chapter number 5. And here are some expressions that you have to infer the meaning when you read the text. Okay, a holistic and ecological view, sustainable development, languish, ignominious darkness, inter alia, decimated, catastrophic depletion, transcending concern. Okay, so we will deal with these expressions when we discuss the text. The following article was written by Nani Pakiwala and published in the Indian Express on 24th November 1994. You see, some 25 years back it was written. Now again the situation might be in a deteriorating state, right? The issues that he raised regarding the declining health of the earth continue to have relevance. Just like human beings who fall sick, earth has also facing the same trouble. Means it is declining its health. Okay, that is why the expression the ailing planet. Ailing means having some disease. Suppose an ailing student, an ailing farmer, like that, an ailing planet, having got some disease. Okay, and suffering from disease, ailing. Okay, now we will deal with the text now. Okay, one cannot recall, I told you what is the central idea about the condition of planet. Because of human interference, the planet is suffering now, and this article will be an eye opener for that. Okay, one cannot recall any moment in world history which has gripped the imagination of the entire human race so completely and so rapidly as the green movement, which started nearly 25 years ago. In 1972, the world's first nationwide Green Party was founded in New Zealand. Since then, the movement has not looked back. That means it was followed with great interest. Okay, when was it founded? In 1972. Thereafter, there is no looking back. That means we continued with that. We have shifted one hope irrevocably, write down, unchangeably, irrevocably from the mechanist view to a holistic and ecological view. Holistic means dealing with a whole of something. Okay, you can write down. Holistic here stands for holistic development. For example, dealing with the whole of something or someone. Ecological means environmental, related to environment. So we call it environmental view of the world, not particular to India or not particular to Karnataka, in consideration of the entire world. It is a shift in human perceptions. What is perception? Understanding as revolutionary as that introduced by Copernicus, who taught mankind in the 16th century that the earth and the other planets revolve around the sun. That everybody knows it. Okay, the planet moves around the sun. For the first time in human history, there is a growing worldwide consciousness that the earth itself is a living organism. Please underline, earth is a living organism, an enormous being, like a creature, a big, very big, enormous being of which we are parts. We are all living on this enormous being. If you consider the entire globe as a big beast type, okay, enormous being, we are all living on that. It has its own metabolic needs and vital process which need to be respected and preserved. Just how we take care of our health, we have to look after this planet. For that, we should respect the earth, we should respect the planet, and not only respecting, we have to preserve it, we have to save it. That's why we have many movements now across the globe, and by eminent people, they talk about the health of the planet. Okay, the same thing is done some 25 years back by Pakiwala, Nani Pakiwala, right? The author. The earth's vital signs reveal a patient in declining health. Actually, if you consider earth as a patient now, its health is declining now. What is declining? Reducing health. We have begun to realize our ethical obligations. We have ethical means moral obligation, responsibilities to be good stewards. You can write down, what is steward? Managers. We are the managers of the planets. We have to manage it well. And responsible trustees. We are the stakeholder, trustees of the legacy. What is legacy? The thing that you inherit from your forefathers or someone. When they die, you get the legacy. Okay, or money or building, etc., that you receive after somebody's death is called legacy. It is a legacy. You got it from your forefathers. Who left you to this planet? Your forefathers. So this is a legacy from your future, and that should be given to the future generation. So this legacy we have to hand over to the future generation. So we have to preserve it. That is what the concept is. The concept of sustainable development. What is sustainable means? Endurable development. Okay, that all of you know. Endurable development was made popular in 1987 by the World Commission on Environment and Development. In its report, it defined the idea as development that meets the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their needs. So dear children, underline what is the definition. The definition is the development that meets the need of the present. That means we should be happy with our present needs, but it should not cause any trouble to the future generation, without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their needs. That is, without stripping the natural world of resources future generation would need. For example, suppose we cut all the trees now, for example, a small example from my side, and future generation can never see certain trees, and certain animals are already out of this world. They face their extinction. Why? Because of inhuman attitude towards the animals. So like that, we can enjoy the natural resources here, we can make use of everything, but it should not be at the cost of the future generation. That means we have to leave this legacy to the coming generation. So the author is giving us one good example. In the zoo at Lusaka, Zambia, there is a cage where the notice reads, "The world's most dangerous animal." There is a zoo, and in the zoo, what is written there? The world's most dangerous animal. And inside a cage, there is no animal but a mirror where you see yourself. And in that cage, you can see only one mirror. And when you enter, you will be in search of the animal. You cannot find an animal, but you can see your own reflection in that mirror that tells that human beings are the most dangerous animal in the world. Thanks to the efforts of a number of agencies in different countries, a new awareness has now dawned upon the most dangerous animal in the world. He has realized the wisdom of shifting from a system based on domination to one based on partnership. Domination means one man's idea. You are dominating. You are taking the full control and power on others is called domination. Whereas now we have to live in partnership. We have to cooperate each other. So this is what is the idea mentioned through that zoo in Zambia, where a mirror is kept and you cannot see any animal there, but you will find your own reflection that shows the human beings are the most dangerous animal in the world. And now there is a wisdom of shifting from a system based on domination to one based on partnership. So dear children, shall we continue? Yeah. Scientists have catalogued about 1.4 million living species with which mankind shared the earth. Estimates vary widely as regards the still uncatalogued, means not enlisted. Catalog means to enlist, not uncatalogued living species. Biologists calculate that about 3 to 100 million other living species still languish, means in painful condition. You can write down, languish means in painful condition, unnamed, in ignominious darkness. Embarrassing, confusing. Ignominious here means confusing, embarrassing darkness. Okay, actually what biologists are doing, they are making a calculation, they are making a survey or census about the animals, and many such animals are not really there now. Okay. One of the early international commissions which dealt inter alia, among other things. Okay, you write down what is the expression of inter alia means. Among other things, with the question of ecology and environment, was the Brand Commission, which had a distinguished Indian as one of its members, Mr. L.K. Jha. The first Brand report raised the question, are we to leave our successors a scorched planet or an advancing deserts, impoverished landscape and ailing environment? This is what is the question raised in that report. What is the question? You underline and learn. All of you underline and learn this question. Are we to leave our successors, means our followers, a scorched planet? What do you mean by scorched? Fully dry. Scorched, parched, dried planet of advancing deserts. Now deserts increasing. Advancing deserts, impoverished, made poor. Impoverished means made poor landscapes, means area of land, and ailing environment. Ailing means having disease. Planet is suffering from disease, it is already said. So are we going to leave this ailing planet to our coming generation? This is what the question there in the report. Okay, so children, I think better we stop here, and we will continue with the text tomorrow, and let us make an immediate review of what we have already discussed. So the lesson is all about the declining health condition of our planet. Who are responsible for that? Human beings are responsible for that, and the author Nani Palkhiwala has written this article in the year 1994, around some 26 years or 25 years ago, and still the condition may be worse. Okay, and those days he has highlighted the importance of preserving our planet, or respecting and preserving our planet. Why? Because we are facing trouble with the planet, and what we have to do is we have to leave this legacy to the future generation. And there are concepts like sustainable development that was popularized in 1987 by the World Commission on Environment and Development. Okay, they say development that meets the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their needs. That means we should not eat up all the resources that are available in the world. We should think about the coming generation as well. And in order to highlight this point, author has given an example of that zoo in Lusaka. There in one of the cages, it was written the world's most dangerous animal, but when you enter the cage you could never find an animal there. Instead you can find a mirror that reflects your own image. That means human beings are the most dangerous animal in the world. And now there is a wisdom of shifting from a system based on domination to one based on partnership. Earlier people dominated the country, I mean the world, like in a kingdom the king would control the subjects, but now it is not like that. Now democracy is there very much, and now we are working on a partnership basis, right? Now even scientists are cataloging, means enlisting about 1.4 million living species with which mankind shares the earth. Now many are missing in that list. Then we came to that international commission where Mr. L.K. Jha was an eminent member in that from our country, and one of the questions raised was, are we to leave our successors a scorched planet, means totally dried and parched, their cultivation is not possible, a scorched planet of advancing desert, impoverished, made poor landscape and ailing environment. So children, read well, make a thorough reading, loud reading as well as silent reading, and also write down some of the important question and answers, and the link of NCERT solutions already given to you. And we shall meet again tomorrow. Till then, have a nice day ahead. Bye.